Hey guys, it's Jimmy304 here, and today, welcome back to the Worst to First Ninjago series, where I rank every set from every year by year until we get to 2025 to celebrate the 15th anniversary. This week, it's 2016, in what I think is one of Ninjago's weakest years. Obviously, 2013 is one of them because there was only 6 sets released, and Ninjago was supposedly done at that point. But 2016 did not really have any great media for these sets. Skybound is my least favorite season, and I'm not a huge fan of Day of the Departed either. But I don't hate Day of the Departed. I really dislike Skybound. Anyway, we're going to be ranking all 18 of these sets from 2016. But first, let's go over a couple rules that have been followed throughout the duration of the series and will continue to be followed. 1. No gimmick sets, like the spinners, booster packs, anything like that. 2. No poly bags. And number 3, no promotional sets. 4+ sets will be included. At number 18 is set 70599 Cole's Dragon, 98 pieces, 2 minifigs, $10 at release in January 2016. It's about $13.60 in today's money. This is a bad dragon set. This is really bad. It's way too small to be an elemental dragon. I don't know what LEGO was thinking doing something like this. This is probably the worst Ninjago dragon that has ever existed, and that's even including the 4+ ones. This is just not a good set, and that's why it is the absolute worst of 2016. It actually might be one of my least favorite sets of all time. At number 17 is the first Ninjago 4+ set to ever be featured in one of these videos. 2016 was the first year for Ninjago 4+, and it is set 10725 Lost Temple. 172 pieces, $30 at release in January 2016. It's about $41 in today's money. Just not a good set. The snake helicopter is fine. That lightning dragon thing that is supposed to be there is fine. The temple build is okay, but it's just not a great set, and especially for $30. I understand bigger pieces, but not a good value either. At number 16 is the other 2016 4+ set. This is 10722 Snake Showdown, 92 pieces, $15, which isn't a terrible price in my opinion. It's about $20.41 in today's money. 2 minifigs, January 2016 release. I like the mini X1 Ninja Charger. It reminds me of something like what would be a Micro Fighter X1 Ninja Charger or Mighty Micros from the Marvel line when they were doing those. The bike is whatever, and the little side build that comes with it is, again, just whatever. Nothing too crazy here. But I like this one significantly more than the other one, but it's still a 4+ set, so it's going to rank pretty low on the list. At number 15 is 70604 Tiger Widow Island. Has 450 pieces, 4 minifigs, and 1 big fig, Dogshank, the first ever Ninjago big fig. I just don't think this is a great representation of Tiger Widow Island. I was hoping for a little bit more when this set got revealed, and I was really disappointed. The Master Wu hot air balloon thing is nice, but that was only seen in the intro of Season 6, if I'm not mistaken. The minifigs are a fine inclusion. We finally got Cole with his ghost face in this set, so that was nice. But there's just not really much to like, and I was kind of disappointed by this set. At number 14 is set 70590 Airjitsu Battlegrounds. Had 666 pieces, 5 minifigs, was $60 and released in summer 2016. It's about $80.29 in today's money. It's a fine set. Airjitsu, Lloyd, and Nia are fine inclusions for minifigs. It's nice to get them, but there's not really too much great about this set. It's a nice little diorama build, but nothing more than that. It's not that great of a set. At number 13 is 70600 Ninja Bike Chase, 231 pieces, 3 minifigs, $20 at release, which is about $27.22 in today's money. Released in January 2016, it has 2 pretty respectable size bikes, not ridiculously oversized like some of the ones we'll see coming up in 2018 and beyond, but it's a small double bike set. You also got a thing for the villains to have with the little Sky Pirate jetpack thing. Fine set, nothing great. It's a okay set at best, in my opinion. At number 12 is 70601 Sky Shark, 221 pieces, 2 minifigs, being Lloyd and Flintlock, $20 at release, $27.22 adjusted for inflation, released in January 2016. I like the villains getting representation with vehicle sets. This wave was particularly good with that. It's about the only positive thing I have to say about the Skybound year was that the vehicles got good representation with their vehicles. Overall, it's a fine set. It's a solid jet. The Lloyd jetpack doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know why it's there. I feel like that would have been better off without it. But it's a decent set. Nothing too great or too terrible. So that's why it gets the number 12 spot. At number 11, I have set 70594 Lighthouse Siege, 767 pieces, 8 minifigs, was $70 at release, or about $94 in today's money, released in June 2016. I'm just not a big fan of this set. I find it to be rather unsturdy. It just doesn't seem to want to hold together for me, especially the dock at the end. When I'm going to move it around or take it off my shelf, the dock just wants to fall off, so I have a plate there to reinforce it. Just not a huge fan of this one. Not the worst set by any means, but I'm just not a really big fan of this one. At number 10 is set 70592 Salvage Mech, 439 pieces, 4 minifigs, was $40 at release, or about $53.52 in today's money, released in summer 2016. Again, with the side characters getting representation. We saw this last year with Ronin Rex. I think this is a pretty solid set as well. It's a nice Ronin set. You get a couple skeletons and the Departed Blade. I think this is a pretty solid set, and the Skeleton Mech isn't even all that bad. I just wish they would have remade Samukai for Day of the Departed, but unfortunately they did not. At number 9, the halfway point on the list, is 70588 Titanium Ninja Tumbler, 342 pieces, 3 minifigs, $30 at release with the Day of the Departed wave in summer 2016. It's about $40 in today's money. This is a unique one. We haven't seen many Ninjago vehicles like this, and for that reason, it's pretty high up on the list. I like this one a solid amount. I like the use of the Sensei Wu style hat for the wheel covers. I think that works really well. The Zane minifig is nice. The 2 Ninjroids are nice. It's nice to get more Ninjroids in sets like this. I think it's a pretty solid set overall. Not too much more to say about it. At number 8 is 70603 Raid Zeppelin. This was a January set with the Skybound Wave for $30, about $40.83 in today's money, 294 pieces, 3 minifigs. Another unique Ninjago set that we don't see many things like this in today's Ninjago. That Zane hover thing is weird. I don't know why that was included. It feels a bit unnecessary, I guess, to give them a way to fly with the Sky Pirates, but feels unnecessary. Pretty solid set overall. I like the look of this. It has some nice play features to it, and it's an underrated one in my opinion, but not top 5 for 2016 in my opinion. At number 7 is 70605 Misfortune's Keep, 754 pieces, $80, about $109 in today's money, released in January 2016. This one I was hoping would be a little bit bigger when it was first rumored. It's a decently sized set, but I was hoping it would have a little bit more to it. Misfortune's Keep is a very large ship, but the set seems to kind of scale it down a little bit. And some of those pieces also go into that Lloyd hover jet thing with the zip line on it. I don't know what that's about. It seems a little weird. Solid set overall, just wish it was a little bit bigger. At number 6 is 70602 Jay's Elemental Dragon, had 350 pieces, 2.5 minifigs. I'm counting Monkey Wrench as half a minifig, released for $30 in 2016 in January. It's about $41 in today's money. It's a solid little set. It's one of the better Jay Dragons, not quite as good as the original Lightning Dragon, but a solid dragon nonetheless. I wish they would have done the Hydroelectric Dragon with Jay and Nia instead, but this is still a pretty solid dragon for the Skybound Wave, and definitely one of the better sets for Skybound. Cracking the top 5 is 70589 Rock Rotor, 406 pieces, $40 at release in June 2016, about $53.52 in today's money. Had 4 minifigs, Cole RX, which was exclusive to the set, Little Nelson for the first time, which was also exclusive to the set, and it came with a couple of Stone Warriors, a Swordsman, and a Scout. The Rock Rotor is a really solidly built car. I compare it to the Tread Assault because they're 2 of Cole's 4-wheeled vehicles, and I think they're both pretty solid in my opinion. The side build is nice, but it felt unnecessary. They could have just got rid of that and had this be a $35 set in my opinion. At number 4 is 70591 Cryptarium Prison Breakout, had 207 pieces, 5 minifigs, released for $20 in June 2016, about $26.75 in today's money. This is one of the first minifig-based sets. You got 5 pretty good minifigs. The Skybound Kai is, I think, one of the weaker ones because he came in a couple other sets. But you get Zane in his prison suit. You get the Giant Stone Warrior. You get Captain Soto and a prison guard. It's a pretty solid set, but not quite as good as some of the other ones. At number 3 is 70593 The Green Energy Dragon, 567 pieces, 5 minifigs, was $50 at release in June 2016, about $66.90 in today's money. This is a really good dragon set. The side builds are pretty decent as well, but the dragon is the absolute star of the show. I love the wings on this one. I love the design of it overall. It's one of the best green dragons that we've ever gotten. I did a full comparison over a couple of these green dragon sets, and this one I think placed fairly highly if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I like the look of this dragon. It's a pretty solid set, and I think it's very deserving of the number 3 spot. Our runner-up for 2016 is 70596 Samurai X Cave Chaos. Had 1,253 pieces, 8 minifigs, released for $120 in June 2016, which is about $160.60 in today's money. This is another phenomenal set. I love the Samurai X Cave. I wish they would remaster this as like a big UCS style Ninjago set, but the set has so many great play features, a lot of awesome side builds, and is an amazing set in my opinion, and very deserving of the runner-up spot. But our winner for 2016 is 70595, the Ultra Stealth Raider. 1,093 pieces, 7 minifigs. You get all 4 of the original Ninja, released for $100 back in 2016. It's about $133.82 in today's money. The Chanosaurus build is amazing as well. I love this set. I love vehicles like this. I love the Raider sets. They're some of my favorite builds that Ninjago comes out with. At least they were before recency. Again, I love this set. It's a very good set in my opinion, and I think it easily deserves the #1 spot on this list. And there you have it. That is my ranking for every Ninjago 2016 set. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you would rank these sets in the comments down below. And with that, I'll see you guys next week for 2017, one of Ninjago's best years. We get to talk about the Ninjago movie sets, most of which I'm a pretty big fan of. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Blade 304, signing off. Bye.